Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see mock test series question number 2b for 10 marks. It's again a bank reconciliation statement for Ramesh traders. Okay, the cash book of Ramesh traders shows a debit balance. So we have to go to passbook because they have given you the favorable balance of cash book. Now we are going to see one by one. On 12th March, the payment side of cash book was under cost by 24,000. Again, I told you in the cash book, you should always remember the payment side. If you write anything on the payment side, your balance will come down. If you don't write anything on this side, your balance will go up. Okay, so now the payment side of the book was under cost. Under cost is also one way of not writing something. When you totally, you ignore an item. Okay, so when you ignore an item, your balance will go up. So your balance will show a increased balance because you have forgotten to add one item. So it was under cost. Cost means totaling. When you total it, you have totaled less. So your balance would have gone up. But in passbook, it would have not been the case. Passbook, they would have correctly reduced this balance. So this will appear in less column. So I am writing the minus. So you will be writing less because the balance would have come down in the passbook. Next one, a check of 1,70,000 issued on 20th March was not taken in the bank column. Again, see here. Here it is not taken. Issued means credit side. It is not taken in this column. When you don't take anything on this column, your balance will go up as per your book. But in bank, it is not the case. They would have reduced this 1,70,000. So this will appear in your left side. Clear? Next one, moving on to the next one. On 22nd March, the debit balance of 37,000 brought forward as credit balance. You have to be very careful about this. See here, this is the debit side and this is the credit side. Clear? So what happened? My balance was 37,000. Okay, this was my balance here. So it means my balance on that day was 37,000. But when I take it to the next page, debit and credit in my cash book, what happened? I have taken this balance to payment side. So automatically my balance has come down. Okay. Now what happened? I wanted to rectify this error. So what I have to write on this side because the balance should appear on debit side. So if I write 37,000, what will happen? There will be no balance. This minus and this plus would nullify. The debit and credit would nullify the mistake. But I need 37,000 this side. So I have to put 74,000. So that what happens? 137 will nullify this wrong entry and one balance which rightly I need will be there. So in bank column, here I did the mistake. In bank, the balance would have been 74,000 more because anything should appear as plus. I put it as minus. So even if you put 137,000 extra in your bank account, it will only nullify the mistake. You have to put 74,000. I hope it's very clear to all of you. So this item will appear as 74,000. Otherwise also you can keep it in mind whenever your side gets changed, the rectification will be done by double of the amount. Okay. Next one. Of the total checks amounting 84,000, 57,000 were encashed. Encashed means it was payment was made. So only 27,000 payment is not yet made. So, but the moment I issue check, what I do in my cash book, what you would have done in your cash book, you would have written 84,000. The moment you write a check, you write it as payment done. But in bank, the payment is not gone. Payment gone only 57,000. So 27,000, there will be a plus balance that will appear on the add side. Add will be your 27,000. Next one is dividends collected by bank. This is a direct collection by bank, which cash book there is no entry. So you have to add it because we are going to the bank book only. So what they have done, we have to do that. They have added 77,000 because they have received the amount immediately, they would have credited us, okay, and they have paid 40,000, they would have reduced our balance, which we are not knowing because it is not recorded in cash book. Less will be your 40,000. See, the next item is one check issued to a creditor was recorded twice. See, I wrote that. I said anything you write on this side will reduce the balance. So what I did, I wrote 2,58,000. This is the correct entry. I made the payment. Okay. So it will reduce my balance. But what I did, by mistake, I wrote this 2,58,000 one more time. So this much amount was excess reduction. My balance has come down by excess 2,58,000. But in bank it would have not happened. There only 2,58,000 would have been reduced. That has happened in my book also. But the excess reduction in my book will not appear in the bank statement. So there this amount will appear as plus add. So you have to add back 58,000. Hope I am making sense. You are able to understand it. Any problem, any query, please leave it in the comment box. You are welcome that I'll explain one more time and try to explain you. See here now, a debtor who has to make us payment, Shahid, he deposited a check directly into bank. So this amount has come into bank. I do not know. So bank would have increased my balance. Okay. But again, the same check was dishonored within the month itself. In that March itself, this amount was credited by bank and they have debited also because that check got dishonored. And for my Ramesh traders, in his cash book, no entry made for receipt of the check amount as well as dishonor because this was not at all intimated to Ramesh traders, so it was not entered in cash book. So far as cash book is concerned, no plus, no minus done. And the same thing in bank, they credited then debited. So that no amount is appearing. So you can ignore this entry in your bank reconciliation, or either way you can do it. You can add 64,000 and less 64,000. So right now I am ignoring it. Okay, next one is a check from a customer. 10,000 was deposited in bank but was dishonored. That advice was received on 3rd April. Okay, so what happened? For dishonor, the advice came on 3rd April. But earlier, this 10,000 was received from a customer. So what happened? I have put plus in my cash book. Cash book I have increased that 10,000. I have shown it on my debit side because I received an amount from the customer. So I have increased. But in the bank, this got in the month of March itself dishonored. So bank would have debited me. So they would have reduced the balance. So what we are going to reach We are going to reach the balance as per bank statement. So we should also reduce the balance of 10,000. Next one, a credit card, bank paid credit card bill of 5,000. So bank has made directly a payment. So in that statement, my balance would have come down by 5,000. This is the credit card bill payment. Next one, bank wrongly credited 50,000. So, though it is a wrong credit, they may be rectifying it later. But right now, when I am doing the bank reconciliation, my balance has gone up by 50,000. But this is a wrong entry by bank, whatsoever it is. As per bank statement, the balance is 50,000 more. Okay. So now moving on to the next one. Bank credited a check of 4,000 in savings account of proprietor instead of crediting it in current account. This Ramesh traders have deposited a check of 4,000. That should have been, because in the cash book immediately when I deposited a check in my current account, so this is the current account book, so I would have increased 4,000. But bank, by mistake, Ramesh Trader's personal account, savings account, they have credited, so they have not credited this amount. So this amount will be, balance will less in your, will be in your bank statement. This 4,000 is not credited, so it is less. Next one is 1,000 rupees. 1,000 rupees received, discount received. So discount received will be in your cash book, because you are maintaining a triple column cash book. You will have one discount column, one cash column, and one bank column. This will be bank, this will be cash, this will be discount on the credit side. Same thing on the debit side also. You will be having discount allowed column, cash and bank column. So discount received automatically should go into this column, 1,000 rupees. Okay, because discount received is an income. But what they have wrongly entered in the bank column, instead of writing in this column, they have written in this column in the Ramesh traders. So immediately they would have reduced the balance. But this is not the case in case of bank. Bank, this amount would have been more increased balance. So add, because we are reducing it by mistake. We should write it here. So the discount column is totaled separately. So add 1,000 rupees. Because we have written it in this column, it is looking like a payment. Okay, it is actually not a payment. It is a discount received. So now moving on to the last item, bank charges debited by the bank. All of you know that you have to reduce the bank balance, because we are moving on to the balance as per bank statement. So this is what given here. I am giving you in short the mistake which happened. We were adding 74,000 and 57,000 is in cash. So 27,000, and dividend directly collected you have to add, because we are moving on towards bank statement balance. Then twice we are writing on the credit side, whereas the balance will not come down second time. So you have to increase it in bank. And wrongly credited check by bank, they have given us credit of 50,000 and discount received is by mistake entered in cash book on the payment side, whereas it is not a payment. So this 1,000 would have been more in the bank account. Same thing, totaling, wrong totaling, 24,000 on the credit side. See, first one is that one only. So we were totaling 24,000 less. I have put on the less column. Then check issued not entered in the bank column. We have issued the check but not written. So in cash book the balance will be more. But in bank The check has gone and made payment 1,70,000. Fire insurance paid by bank, okay, and there is a dishonored check which we cash book was not knowing about it. Ramesh status, so 10,000, and credit card payment and wrong deposit. Instead of increasing our balance 4,000, they have put this amount in the savings account, so the balance has come down by 4,000 and bank charges paid. So you will get the balance as per passbook if you total it. Hope it's very clear, and even in case any doubt, kindly leave it in the comment box. I'll be very happy to answer your queries. Thank you for watching.